Hey guys, welcome to Muscle Memory. My name's Malcolm. Now, this is a special kind of muscle memory because this is going to be a face-to-face. Now, on Friday, August 1st, at the Williams Center in Rutherford, New Jersey, for the WWE ID Championship, bell time 4 p.m. EST. And if you're not going to be there in person, which you should, it's on Triller TV Plus. This is an opportunity of a lifetime because one of these men are going to walk away as the first ever inaugural WWE Men's ID Champion. Now we have Cappuccino Jones here, we have Jack Cartwheel here. Guys, how are you feeling walking into a match like this?
Feel good. I feel great. I've been, obviously caffeinated. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. There's a lot on the line here, but I mean, this is cool. I get to main event and make history with my best friend, my brother, so no complaints.
Yeah, no, I could only say positive things that, man, we've been killing it together on the indies and on Evolve. And just to make history again is fantastic. And I'm ready to cartwheel my heart out. I know Cappuccino's ready to wrestle and caffeine his heart out. And,
I
it's
am
just,
ready to caffeine my heart out.
you're going to caffeine your heart out, if you drink a little bit too much. And, I'm at the Santa Clara Fairgrounds right now, about to kick some ass, about to ride some rides, get my head straight for this match before Friday.
Wow, wow, I'm excited for this, guys. Now, I mean, this is a huge moment, honestly, because there's a lot of championships within the WWE already, but this is going to be a first ever inaugural men's ID championship match. Now, it's safe to say that there might not be another title introduced to the WWE for a while now, so you could be the last ever first champion in WWE history, at least for the time being. Why do you feel like you're going to walk out as champion? Jack, I'm going to start with you.
When it comes down to it, it just takes 3 seconds, and Cappuccino has seen it. I beat him earlier this year. It's against a competitor that I know what he's about to do. We know each other's idiosyncrasies. We know each other's selves. We know what we each other are thinking. So I think I'm prepared because I've studied him more than anybody else in the ID program. So it only takes 3 seconds. And in order to be the inaugural champ, the first one, I think it's got to be Cartwheel because the world, it doesn't need more cappuccinos. It needs more cartwheels.
Crazy, crazy.
Ooh. Cappuccino, your response?
Talking crazy. Okay. It's funny, bro. I knew you're gonna bring that up. I knew you're gonna bring up the fact that you beat me. Because I know you. Just like you said, we know each other's idiosyncrasies, whatever. I don't know the word, honestly. But here's why I think I'm gonna walk out. Because of that. Jack, one thing I know about you, when you get comfortable and you let your guard down a little bit, and I feel like because you beat me, you think you have me beat. That was a long time ago. And, you were the better man that day, but you're sleeping on me. But that when people sleep on me, that's when you're on this caffeine high, when you think everything's all good, that's when the crash comes. You know that too, bro. You literally know that. We team together, like you said, we train together. But yeah, and I have more I have more to lose. I'm hungrier in this situation. I can't lose again. I've gotten here from a losing standpoint. You were the only person in the tournament to beat me too, so there's just more for me to gain here. I need it more. You've beaten me. We push each other to the limit. You've beaten me, and I salute you for that. You were the better man, but it won't happen again.
Oof.
I'm studying you harder than you're studying me. I assure you. I promise you.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out, man.
We will find out.
Who's the best one in adrenaline drip?
We will find out.
Guys, I'm
This is what we
excited for
wanted
this.
too, so that's fine.
It is.
Wow, wow. I mean, I feel like you guys work so well together because like your attributes in the ring complement each other so well. I mean, like you guys are strong, you're fast, you're agile. Where do you think this like friendship started that turned into a tag team?
Well, we met through ID. We met at the PC. Pretty much, me and Jack just I realized once we teamed together on that first Evolve alongside Sean Legacy, I realized that, wow, we have a lot more in common than I think we do. And I think Jack would say the same. You know, one thing about us, a lot of people don't want to take us seriously at Jump because my name is Cappuccino Jones. His name is Jack Cartwheel. A lot of people attack us for our positivity. A lot of people attack us for our size. You know, we share a lot of the same feelings, and people, you know, try to put us in the same boxes. But one thing about us both too, which I think what makes us click, we're not afraid to be ourselves. And that's what we've done. That's what got us to the finals of the WWE ID Championship tournament.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more that we deal with similar issues around the ring and inside of the ring that people think that they can just bully us around, that we won't do anything back, that just because we can have a smile on our face doesn't mean that we don't have that switch to start going crazy. Yes,
Facts.
just like that. You know, and just us having those similar energies and having those similar smiles at the beginning of the match and having the same type of switch by the end of the match, you know, and that's honestly what kind of makes this Friday nerve-wracking, because what Cappuccino says, man, like, he's got that switch. He can turn it on, man, and I want that by my side, and I usually have it by my side, but this time it's going to be across the ring for me. And I'm not sleeping on Cappuccino Jones. I'll never sleep on caffeine. You know, that's not how we work around here. But I think I can cartwheel just a little bit faster, and I'm glad that we can continue with this tag team after this. But for the next 72 hours, I gotta lock in.
Ooh, question for you,
You
Jack.
you better
Oh,
lock in. You don't have an option.
fiery words here. Wow. I can really tell you guys are passionate about this. Question for you, Jack. How many cartwheels do you think Cappuccino can do until failure?
I I think he's got a good number. I think he can do around 20, as long as it's to the left side, because we've had this conversation that he can only cartwheel to the one side.
Oh,
So
No,
I
I
would say
can
20. I would say 20, but it'd be to the left side,
only to the
I
and
left?
can
which is a
cartwheel to the
solid
right,
number.
just not as well as to the left.
Is it safe to say that you have a weaker side on your right?
No, I'm
Okay,
just
just wondering.
it's just easier. It just happens to be easier to cartwheel that way.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. A question for both of you guys. I mean, both of you guys have been in this like WWE ecosystem for a little less than a year now. What have you learned about yourself wrestling for the biggest company in the wrestling world?
Who would you like to answer
That
first?
Cappuccino.
What was that?
Um, what I've learned about myself is that I am my own. I have my own flavor. Um, it's what I've always believed, but I think it just confirmed it. Even no matter if it's on the indies, no matter if it's in my small hometown of Oklahoma, Coffeyville, Kansas, or if it's, you know, on Evolve, if it's, you know, one day NXT, no matter where I'm at, I'm a one of one. And no matter if it's how I move in the ring, no matter if it's how I deliver a drop kick, if it's how I talk, there's only one of me. And I believe that's what's gotten me this far.
Right, Jack?
I feel like I've found out that I'm capable of it. You know, that it seems like such a unattainable achievement, like something that's so impossible to achieve. And I think it's important to attach yourself to an idea like that in order to be able to become as great as you possibly can be. And being at WWE just this short, almost a year amount of time, I found out that it's achievable to be that person, to really own up to those dreams, to really look some of these superstars that you watched growing up dead in the face, and introduce yourself as an equal, and or not an equal, but like as coworkers. Some equals, some coaches, and man, it's just fantastic. And it's been such an enlightening journey of thinking about wrestling in different ways and how matches could be different and how the stories that we really tell in that ring can accomplish something in somebody else's life. So it's fantastic, and I'm just having a ball. Great time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Learning so much. You said it great. Well
Absolutely.
said.
Question for you, Cappuccino. This match between these two colliding forces on Friends. If you could name this after a drink at a local coffee shop, what would you name that?
Well, ironically enough, I'm drinking a brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso right now. It's also called a blonde espresso. I think this match is a blonde espresso because Jack obviously is blonde. And I'm going to hit him with a shot of espresso by the end of the night and become your first ever WWE ID champion. Love you, Jack.
Ooh,
Yeah, when it happened last time, I think I kicked out. If I'm being honest,
ooh.
pretty sure.
We got an extra shot in there. We got an extra shot in there this time.
Better bring
Trust.
that extra shot.
Trust. You'll
Mhm.
feel it. You'll taste it. You'll taste it.
Oh wow. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I guess to continue this tense moment, I want you both to talk to each other about why they won't win the ID championship. Whoever wants to go
I
first.
Cappuccino, I think you won't win it because when it comes to turning that knob, to turning aggressive, to digging a little bit deeper, I think I can go just 1 inch farther. I think I can dig just a tiny bit deeper. I think I can wheel just a tiny bit faster. And man, it's gonna be in my hometown, my home promotion. Not hometown, but in front of fans and people that have supported me, and I owe it to them right there who they've supported me since day one at GCW, and at that venue and that time on that date. I'm gonna prove to them that they've been supporting the right guy. You know, so uh, yeah, that's why and how I have to win on Friday, and you're not.
Oh, cappuccino.
Uh, okay. I disagree. Uh, Here's the thing, Jack. You're right. This is your home promotion. These are your people. I've told you this a million times. I'm gonna say it in front of you, Mel. Jack, I knew who you were before ID. You didn't know who I was. It's been the story of my career. All I ever needed was an opportunity. I knew that since the first time I ever stepped in the ring. To go back to what I said earlier, I knew I was a one of one. I've been knowing that I'm the new flavor of professional wrestling. I have a lot to add to this canvas. All I ever needed is an opportunity. I had to let it brew. WWE ID was that opportunity. What happened? The stock of Cappuccino Jones rose. GCW ID finals. You're right. This is foreign to me. I'm not a GCW guy. I haven't been on the radar of the fans for over the past couple years. I'm brand new to this, but all I ever needed was an opportunity, Jack. So I don't take these lightly because I don't know if I lose. I don't know if I'll ever get another opportunity again. I've been waiting. I've been praying. This is literally the opportunities that I needed to get to where I'm gonna get. I am professional wrestling's caffeine. That's not just a cute moniker. That is a fact. You know that, Jack. And you think with the aggression and digging a little deeper, you can go just a little inch farther. I think what you mean is that you have more experience in these big matches, which I do agree. I do agree, Jack. You have more experience in these big match situations. I could look up Jack Cartwheel versus on YouTube right now, and my jaw will be dropped just to see how many big names and notable opponents you have. And no one can take that away. I'm not sleeping on you at all, Jack. But here's the thing, I want those matches. I want to wrestle at those places. I need my stock to rise even more. And that's why I think you're not going to win. Because just by the way you're talking, Jack, I think you are sleeping on me subconsciously. I want you to think that you can dig a little deeper. Because once you dig as deep as you can, you're going to get stuck. And that caffeine high you're on, crash.
Wow. Wow. With
I
the coffee, huh?
appreciate the words, man.
Yes, sir.
I see a lot of respect between you guys, and I think that's great that you guys are
It's all
still trying
love.
to hold the respect for each other. I appreciate that.
It's all love.
Of course, of course. Now, this will be my final question for you guys. Now, After this match, there will be a winner, there will be a loser. One of you guys will have the men's ID championship, and the other one, they will have nothing. How will you guys still maintain this friendship, this tag team, knowing when you guys walk to the ring, one person's gonna have this beautiful ID title around their waist or on their shoulders, and the other person gets reminded that they are simply just a loser?
I
It,
already I already experienced that when we wrestled and Jack came out on top. Now I wasn't tripping because it was my only loss in the tournament. But that lit a fire in me. And I mean, no matter what happens, obviously losing is a possibility. I'm not going to say, oh, losing is not a possibility. It's a possibility. Come on, like 50-50. But, I kept my chin up and, I stayed with Jack. I stayed by his side. And hypothetically, if I am to lose, I would love to say that the same thing would happen. But honestly, I don't know. I hope so. I don't know how I can handle another loss because it took a lot for me to keep my chin up. But honestly, that thought scares me. I'm
yeah,
not.
I would say that's a best case scenario. I would say that's the most probable scenario. After this match, we're still tagging. One of us is going to have a little chip on their shoulder, but we've always had chips on our shoulders. That's why we're here. Would say that I'm nervous about what lengths we're going to go to beat each other. Because you say you can't take another loss. I could see a situation that you're almost going to take a loss and you do something a little bit different and nothing will ever be the same after that. But that's if we get to that point. And it all depends on what happens, what goes down between those bells. And I hope Adrenaline Drip will be great after this.
I hope so too,
I
bro. But
think we're just going to find out on Friday, man.
I want to let you know that, and I hope you're willing to do the same. I will do anything to walk out WWE ID champion. Anything. It's all love. It's all respect. But at the end of the day, Cappuccino Jones and Jack Cartwheel, are two singles competitors on August 1st. And if you think you have that dog in you, if you think that you can go that extra mile, you can dig a little deeper, then you better pull that out. You better dig as deep as you can. I told you plenty of times, Jack. I'm going to say it again. I'm not moving with caution. I am not letting you beat me again. I am not letting you out wrestle me again. I am not letting you outsmart me again. Hell, I won't even let you out cartwheel me. Anything you do, I will do better on August 1st.
See about that, man. We'll see about that. Yeah.
All right. Well, it seems like there's a lot of love, a lot of respect, but there will only be one WWE ID Men's Champion. Again, that match is going down Friday, August 1st. Williams Center, Rutherford, New Jersey. Bell time 4 p.m. EST. Triller TV if you're not there in person. Cappuccino, Cartwheel, thank you so much for your time, guys. And I'm looking forward to see who's going to be the first ever WWE ID Men's Champion. My name is Malcolm. This is Muscle Memory, and we're out.
We going up like 1,000. I'ma flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. We going up like 1,000. I'ma flex just like a muscle man Malcolm. When it just like 1, 2, 3. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. Ay.